I'm Sydney.
And Connor.
And welcome back to my Flock and Squawk. So it's been a little while because I'm doing bi-weekly now, but we are finally responding to everyone's comments and suggestions on how we did British food wrong.
Yeah, there were a few people who were just like, that's not how you do it. And the one that sticks out to me is that we ate it with our hands.
Yes, we got a ton of comments on eating with our hands, you know, bad American habit thing. Not that it's just Americans, but I mean, come on, it's an open-faced sandwich. What did you expect? I get it, beans are a bit sloppy, but we did get a lot of recommendations on what to do better instead. We did solicit them. Feel free to comment down below on this video things that we should do for the next time. And let's just get right into it. And first off...
I was gonna add, that's not just British foods. Any suggestions?
Any suggestions, food, crafting, otherwise. But getting right into it, there is something that we genuinely cannot try, which was commented on our video. Mr. or I'm assuming it's a man based on this username. It's at 1982 Jazzman. He commented, Bovril is way better than Marmite. I don't know exactly what it is, but it seems to be some sort of beef type Marmite paste concentrate thing. And we can't get it.
Because it's banned in the United States.
Of all the food things in the US that we allow, food colorings, all of that, we cannot get this one beefy paste.
Yeah.
So sadly, we absolutely cannot try that until we go to a country that offers it. They do have a vegetarian version in the US, but it is marketed as like a stock cube and not a spread.
Yeah.
So we won't be trying that today. As for Marmite, though, a comment that we can actually act on and try out is from 1889 Johnny. He said, I had to make, or I'm assuming this is a man.
Johnny?
I'm sorry that I keep gendering you if
Might be Yanni.
Whoever you are.
I definitely don't think they were born in 1889 though.
I don't know, but maybe they're a JoJo.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, they said, I had tomato soup tonight with avocado and Marmite on toast. Marmite is so good with avocado. So I have some toasted bread, which this time it is homemade bread because I also got comments that our bread is bad. American bread stoopy. And I can agree that if you only know America for like the white bread, sure. But this is a homemade loaf, and what we had last time is kind of like an artisanal bread of sorts.
It is a bread made from a local bakery, so.
Yeah, compared to most, it's way better than what you probably think of for stupid American bread. But this is an homemade sourdough loaf. It's got the nice lines on the back, it's got nice tan, and we also didn't use enough butter, which I think is kind of funny. All of you all are like Marco Pierre White putting half a stick of butter on shit. But I feel like this is a reasonable amount. It's probably...
You say that as if he's wrong.
It's just silly because it's like I put on the amount of butter we normally put on toast, especially since it's going to be covered up by an additional thing. This toast has just been sitting here a little bit, so the butter's not instantly melting. So is that better for you? Is that enough butter?
That does seem kind of funny, though. You know, just going off of stereotypes. It's like, oh, fat Americans, but the Brits are like, you don't put enough butter on your toast.
And then I got some Marmite. Connor is handling the avocado.
Yeah.
I nearly cut myself about the avocado last night, so...
Using the back end of the knife here so it doesn't cut into my hand if I were to pierce the skin.
And because this toast has had a tiny bit of time to chill, the Marmite is a tiny bit thicker than we did last time just because it's not like fully soaking into the bread. But there you have it.
I have sliced avocado. Hands have been washed.
Yes, we are safe.
So just, I guess, they didn't say anything specific.
I did bring out a fork if we want to give it a little mash, but we definitely don't need salt on any of this.
I mean, yeah, there's plenty of salt in the Marmite. I'm sure someone will comment and say, no, you have to add salt, sorry.
We are using unsalted butter. If you have that critique, I'm sorry. The past is in the past.
I like unsalted butter because it allows you to control the amount of salt you put in your food. So, there's that.
Well, Marco Pure White never specifies that I'm aware of.
He always says lots of salt, so, like, puts it in himself, so I don't think he does too.
Yeah, but here is our beautiful, beautiful toast. I'll wait while Connor gets here, but this is for you, 1989, Johnny. No H, only N's.
1889, not
18. I'm sorry, you lost 100 years.
That's why I was like, I don't think they were born in 1889.
Yeah, but here we go. You wanna, like, Lady and the Trampet?
I thought we were gonna fork it. Like proper Brits.
Okay. See what you've made us do. Avocado toast with a fork, you heathen. Here's a knife.
Yeah. That's the other thing, too. Is that apparently not a lot of places cut stuff with their forks like that. I'll let you take first bite.
Okay. Do-do.
I can't imagine avocado toast being bad.
It's not. It's just very buttery, slightly salty with a hint of that, like people were saying, umami, and avocado. Mm-hmm. It's hard to go wrong. Delicious.
I'm well aware that that bite I had was way too big, but no, that was good. It is funny. I always think it's interesting to say umami as like the flavor when speaking about non-Asian foods, but yeah, that's what they call it, and that's good.
It is very good. It's got the salty, it's got a little bit of the sweet because the avocado.
Creamy with the avocado.
Yeah, creamy, sweet, salty. The butter adds a lot of just like mouthfeel. The toast has a lot of mouthfeel, but it's more of just like that slight toastiness from toasting the bread. All of the components work really well.
Something I like what's going on when you're eating it is you taste the bread and then you get the sudden salty shock from the Marmite, but rather than it just be salty, it has that umami-ness to it that blends into the creamy avocado. So it really was, it's so much more than just, butter with avocado. The Marmite adds quite a bit of an extra layer, almost like a separation between toast and avocado. That's pretty good.
It's really good. Thank you so much for this suggestion, and we are going to finish having this before we move on to the next suggestion. All right, so we are back. We got some things prepped. We got onion, tomato, cheese sliced, more bread toasted of the homemade variety. And we are going to be doing a suggestion that I got a couple times, and that I'm going to read off from @Rodri 3274. I don't know why it's so hard to read, but they said one of their favorite things for salad cream is using it in a chicken salad sandwich or roll, usually from a rotisserie chicken, lettuce, tomato, thinly sliced onion, mustard, salad cream, and cheddar cheese now and then. So we are doing a variant of that, and I made essentially my standard go-to chicken salad sandwich filling, where I diced up some
Celery?
I diced up some celery, pecans, threw in some raisins, the chicken that I gave just a rough dice because Connor so lovely had taken it off the rotisserie chicken. I used salad cream like I would do a mayo, and then I did some mustard in there. So that is all in that. And we are just going to assemble and try. I don't think that this could possibly be bad.
No. The only question is, do we want to add more salad cream to the bread? They're not really clear about how they do it.
Yeah, from their description of the sandwich, it sounds like a normal sandwich where things are layered and less of a mixed chicken salad. Also, we don't have lettuce, which is the only reason why it's omitted here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess we should do some salad cream.
Because I don't want it to be dry.
Yeah. Another note on some comments that we have gotten is I can't find a good English mustard. Not at least around where we are. And then it's very expensive to order online. So we are just going with a whole grain mustard option, which is what I already used in there. And yeah, let's just
go ahead and
make this delicious sandwich. Also, the plight of being the baker of the bread is that my slices are quite inconsistent. This is kind of like a doorstop.
You know,
but
that's fine.
It works.
We can have a wedge.
Yep, so here's the butter knife. It's looking
a nice spread.
Mm-hmm. I was seeing quite a few comments that basically equated salad cream to a mayo alternative.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. It's very tangy in that way.
I'm gonna do these first, just to kind of...
We also have some salt and pepper to grind into it.
Yeah. Alright, that's probably enough onion. Do a couple tomatoes. Let's do 3.
Yep, that seems pretty perfect. What a beautiful sandwich. I'm gonna bring this camera over to marvel.
This is extra sharp white cheddar. We like it sharp. So, okay, so there's that whole accoutrement.
Look at my little sandwich maker.
I was a sandwich artist some time ago. That's when you work at Subway.
Mm-hmm. They call you an artist.
Yep, here I am, dropping said artisanal craft onto my hand. I could lay it on there. I was like, didn't want to reach for whatever reason. Let's just do it this way. I'm not.
Yeah, everything seems to be centralized to me as the YouTuber here.
The host.
Mm-hmm, the host with the most.
I typically stand when I make sandwiches too, and I don't typically use a fork like this, but
a fork was easily available.
We're just going for it like this.
Oh, the sandwich looks beautiful, guys.
All right, yeah, it does look good.
Mm-hmm. And we will be eating this one with our fingers because it is a sandwich with 2 slices of bread.
Yeah, I don't know about eating a sandwich with a fork and knife.
Mm-hmm. Are you eating your burgers with fork and knife? Are you eating your pizza with fork and knife? Your avocado toast?
You know, I wouldn't hold it past the Brits. These were all just friendly jabs.
It is all friendly, but it is kind of funny seeing what criticisms or comments people choose to leave, because I didn't think anything of lifting it up, but I got so many comments.
I didn't at
about
first, but
lifting
it was
up.
funny as while we were doing it, it was like, this is kind of messy.
Yeah, but you know,
right.
Pizza can be messy.
Yeah, that's
sandwiches
true.
can
Pizza
be messy.
Is greasy and all that.
Burgers tend to be.
Tacos, all that.
You know, it's a normal thing.
Here's a sandwich. Mm-hmm. I did it backwards, but anyways, bun on. Mm-hmm. I'll give you a first bite.
The inaugural bite. Oh, look at that.
It does look pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice looking
I'm
sandwich.
gonna lean in.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a second plate. I just saw your face on camera. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, go ahead and I'll take a bite.
The transfer power.
Yep. All right.
It's a pretty good sandwich. I don't normally add like tomato and onion and cheese to a chicken salad sandwich because it's kind of complete in its components when I mix it up, in my mind at least. But that's really good.
That is really good. We have one of our furry friends trying to join in.
An intruder, if you will. But yeah, really, really tasty. I'd give that like a solid... Would do it again, probably 8.5, maybe 9 out of 10 if I'm going to try and rate this sandwich. avocado toast with Marmite is also really good, but it escapes me on what rating I'd give that in particular. But this sandwich, that's a good sandwich.
It's exceptionally savory. It's very reminiscent of like a Thanksgiving sandwich.
Yeah, all that it's missing is like a skim of jam, but it does have raisins in it, which is my kind of preference. Raisins, nuts, celery.
Yeah, it's something about the salad cream, the way it tastes. It's reminiscent of cranberry plus gravy, at least on the sandwich. I'm not saying it normally tastes like that, but the way it's kind of doing its thing here on the sandwich, it has that kind of presentation. It's creamy because it's salad cream. It has a lean sweet flavor,
distinctive tang.
Yeah, so it's good. I like that. I'd agree. That's a definite do again sandwich. You know, the Brits are defeating the allegations of bland food with what we've tried so far.
I also got so many comments about adding salt and pepper, that we should have salted and peppered our beans.
And normally, now, because I make beans all the time here at home, and they're spiced in very many different ways. And the only reason we didn't salt and pepper those is because it was like, hey, is this what they eat? Are these the beans? Do they just go straight from the can?
Yeah, I didn't do a shit ton of research for that video. But also, there's a little bit of a thought of when you have a prepared bean in a can. Not just a plain bean with salt or no salt, but it says that it's in tomato sauce. There is an expectation that it is prepared and ready to eat.
That is true, yeah. At least with American brand, I mean, unless you're buying literal, just canned beans.
Yes. Which I think a lot of people maybe forget. Of like, people do alter stuff to one's taste, which we didn't alter the canned good, but people assume that American food is salty because when it comes out of the can, it tends to be quite salty for American prepared foods.
Canned foods are definitely salt. That would be funny actually to think about. They're like, oh, American food is salty because people add salt to their food after they get it.
Yeah, which plenty of Americans do, but there is a little bit of an expectation for at least me that if I'm getting a fully prepared meal from a can, that it is ready to eat. Oh. So it's time for the beans on toast. There were quite a few comments that kind of said similar-ish things, so I'm just going to put a few here, but namely salt, pepper, cheese, Lee and Perkins, which is the word that I cannot pronounce like Voldemort, sauce. And so I kind of took that and I've got the beans started on the stove behind me. They're heating up. I put salt, pepper, Lee and Perkins, and cheese in them already. I sliced my homemade bread, which I have over to the side here. I'm going to toast it and I'm going to do what a few comments said, which is to have an egg with it. One specifically said scrambled, one just said egg, so I'm going to cook up some eggs once Connor gets home. I get home a little bit earlier than he does, so I'm getting it all prepped, and the next you will see is us trying the new and improved comment suggestion additions for beans on toast. Oh! So here we have the beans on toast done up per the comment section. Like I said, it's an amalgamation of comments. And yeah, we got fried eggs. One person specifically said scrambled. One said just egg and didn't specify. The egg stuck to the pan, so they're kind of a little bit of the middle point. I gave Connor the slightly better looking egg.
Over hard.
Yeah, I was kind of going for more that like medium.
It is still jammy, so.
Yeah, this one did not fare well with the flip, so it's a little bit more, but like I said, homemade bread. And I buttered it off screen, but it was very thoroughly buttered. So, and we have utensils this time, like all the comments said.
We got called savages.
Yeah, we probably said that in the last time we filmed.
Probably.
But
it's going to be on repeat.
Since this is going to probably be an extra long video, but nice beanie view. So here we go. Dink. I mean, yeah, it is really good. I don't know if it's distinctly better than last time, but improved. And I was looking on the back of the can while waiting for Connor to arrive and to cook the egg. And it is significantly less sodium than a lot of American, like, prepackaged canned meals. Like, we have a can of an item that may or may not make it into a video that has almost 1,000 milligrams of sodium. This, on the other hand, is only 320 milligrams of sodium.
What is that percentage of your daily value?
14.
14%.
And that's per serving. So obviously the can itself is more because it's 3 servings. But
still well under 100 though.
Yeah, still well. The one that's like 1,000 milligrams is like 75 or more of your daily value.
Yeah.
But yeah, this, I mean,
it to me has more fullness, I would say.
It's probably because I put a really good shake of the sauce that cannot be said. The Voldemort sauce. The one that all the comments told me I needed to pronounce better.
Worcestershire?
I don't think I'll ever be able to get my mouth to really get that out. There are just some words where it's just impossible to like form the right combination. Yeah,
that's what I was under the assumption that that's the flavor. That and looks like some form of like Parmesan. Parmigiana Reggiana. Oh.
They were saying like peppered cheeses.
Okay.
We don't have any. We have a white sharp cheddar.
Oh, that's the extra sharp white, yeah.
So that's what I ended up using. I feel like it serves the similar purpose, just without like the little pepper flakes.
Yeah.
Which I could have added some not dried crushed red pepper flake. That's what I was looking for. Or I could have added some of that in, but I don't feel like it would necessarily have the same because I'd probably be way, way more heavy-handed. Every time I use it, it's just like, oh, there you go.
Just a little bit of that, yeah.
Yeah.
This is good though. Very nice.
Very hard to go wrong. So I guess we will cut to the next option. Next test. Whoa, hi there. So this video is actually ending right about now, as you can see from the timeline. But that is because I don't want to introduce more food waste, and this video has gotten pretty long actually from going through all the suggestions, so we might have to make another part to this. So make sure to leave all your comments and suggestions down below. There were plenty that we did not get to, and then I have some recipes saved that sound like they'll be really good, but we just genuinely want to make sure that we aren't wasting food. And, you know, this video has gotten long, so that's part of why it's kind of ending here, but we have gone through a ton of HP brown sauce. We'll probably have to order more, and we're almost out of salad cream as well. We've just been enjoying it. So if you have any other product suggestions that are UK specific, or even not UK specific, if you have any sauces or dishes or recipes that you really, really like and are kind of regional, not regional, whatever, just let me know in the comments down below. Give me specific recipes that we can recreate or try that, you know, just give me all the input, because I'm genuinely am curious on trying more things out, because it's been a very nice, pleasant experience trying all of these. So without further ado, thank you so much for watching. I hope you flock and squawk again with me sometime, and yeah, bye!